All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Health Week. Our Healthcare Week continues. It is day 3, and today we've got a lot of great topics to cover. First of all, our first hour from 10 until 11 o'clock, we're talking with the folks from the Aultman Health System. Looking forward to doing that. And straight up right now, we're going to bring in Dr. James France. He is with Aultman Woodlawn Inpatient Rehab, and we're going to chat with him a little bit. First of all, I just want to let people know we are doing this via StreamYard and also on Facebook. So if you are interested in watching, you can do that as well. But we were having a little technical difficulty there for just a second. So hopefully we've kind of gone past that, and we'll make all of this work right now for you. So good morning, guys. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. And I know we do have a little bit of a delay as well, so we'll work through that also. So let's first of all talk a little bit about tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do with the Aultman Woodlawn and the inpatient rehab.
You want to go, Angie?
Sure. I'm Angie Eaton. I'm a physical therapist, and I'm the director for post-acute therapy services. I'm responsible for physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy services at our inpatient rehab unit.
And my name is James Franz. I'm a physician over at Aultman Woodlawn.
Okay, and
I'm in charge of overseeing the medical care of.
So when you guys have patients come to Aultman Woodlawn, talk a little bit about what happens there. Why are they coming to Aultman Woodlawn?
So we are kind of the stop between the hospital and getting the patient back to their home. So they don't need to be in the hospital anymore, but they're not ready to go back to their home. So they come to see us for 24-hour medical care, 3 physician visits a week, and 3 hours of therapy 5 days a week. So it's an intensive program to get them back on their feet, get their family prepared to take them home, and get them back to their home.
What kind of training does your staff have to be able to take care of these patients?
We have several staff who have specialized in rehabilitation. Our medical director, Dr. Schutzley, he is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation. We have several of our nurses who have pursued specialty certification in rehabilitation and in geriatric care. And we have therapists who have pursued specialty certification in neuro handling techniques, in speech and swallow, and in home safety assessments and home modifications. So lots of specialty training to approach all aspects of the patients and getting them back to their home.
Yeah, how important is that? Because a lot of times maybe people think, oh, I can just go straight home from the hospital, but that's not really the case, is it?
Usually not the case. If you think about a lengthy hospital stay for which, patients are sometimes in the hospital anywhere from 4 to 5 days up to 3 to 4 weeks or longer, and the amount of muscle wasting and atrophy and how weak they become over that time, the goal really getting them into the rehab is getting them back to that at least close to their functional baseline so they can go home successfully, rather than transitioning to a different level of care, which may be prolonged. So the inpatient rehab really takes advantage of that first 1 to 2 weeks, up to 3 weeks out of the hospital to aggressively rehabilitate and get them back on their feet.
And then for them, what happens after rehab?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Again, what happens after rehab for them?
Our goal is to get most of our patients back to their home, but they can continue their journey. They're not done after those 2 weeks with us. So they can have home care, nursing, therapy services, social service support, or outpatient care, depending upon what they need in order to get them there.
And then is this something that is covered by insurance? And, people don't have to worry about that if they're sent to rehab with you guys?
So our admissions team will run through all the benefits coverage and make sure there's approval, but prior to admission. So they will run benefits. Medicare will cover inpatient rehab, a lot of the insurances will as well, but we will make sure that's all taken care of before the patients get to us so that financial burdens are not on their mind while they're trying to do their recovery.
Sorry, we might be frozen. So if you asked a question, we didn't get it.
Well, I know this is an important. I'm sorry. If people want to get in contact with you, how do they do that, and where are you located?
Our campus is about 5 miles from the main campus, the main hospital, about 15-minute drive on Woodlawn Avenue, out by Lobi's and La Pizzeria. If they would like to come to us, they have a family member or they are a patient that needs to come to us, they can get a referral to our Aultman transitions team, and then they will take care of everything from there.
And it's a beautiful campus, I might add. And I apologize for the technical difficulties this morning, but I appreciate you coming on with us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break here, and we'll continue more with the Aultman Health System on our day 3 of our Healthcare Week on 1480 WHBC.
Hello, it's Craig Sanders from Progressive Chevrolet in Massillon. Listen to this Progressive Power Buy.
Lease a new 2024 Chevy Equinox LT all-wheel drive, just $239 per month. Or a new 2024 Chevy Trailblazer LT, lease for just $219 per month. Or buy a new Equinox or Trailblazer with 1.9% financing and make no payments for 90 days. See them all right now at ProgressiveChevrolet.com. Hear these Progressive Power Buys one more time. New 2024 Chevy Equinox LT all-wheel drive, $239 a month, or a new 2024 Chevy Trailblazer LT, $219 per month. Or buy either one and get 1.9% financing plus no payments for 90 days. Together, let's drive.
Shop Progressive Chevrolet in Massillon and ProgressiveChevrolet.com.
Call 833-853-3094 for details. Stock number C24250 and C24350. MSRP 32840 and 26980 and 63024.
It's always all good at Lobi's Bar and Grill. Stop in with your good friends for good food, good spirits, and good service. You're sure to find a comfortable spot in their spacious dining room and bar, or head out to the full-service enclosed patio. Lobi's is the area favorite for gathering and celebrating with friends and family. Live music every weekend, TVs as far as the eye can see, daily $3 20-ounce Bud Lights, dining specials, features, and so much more. Follow Lobi's on Facebook to keep up with everything. Lobi's Bar and Grill, at the corner of Woodlawn and Hillsdales in Canton.
This is Larry Hackenberg from the Music Time Machine. Join me and my co-host Jennifer Tasson as we explore the rich history of music throughout the years. The Music Time Machine, Saturday mornings at 10 and Sunday mornings at 9:30 on News Talk 1480 WHBC. To catch up on past episodes, go to WHBC.com, hit the Listen tab, and climb aboard the Music Time Machine.
Hey, it's me, your liver. You know, the organ that helps you recover every weekend after pizza, donuts, and all those drinks. When you have a headache, you take an aspirin. You have a stomach ache, you pop an antacid. But where's the love for your best buddy, the liver? The least that you could do to help me stay healthy is take Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver tablets contain high-quality, all-natural ingredients like milk thistle, globe artichoke, and turmeric extracts, which are proven to keep me healthy and you feeling your best. Active Liver provides an easy daily detox and helps protect me all year long. So let me make you an offer you can't refuse. You take care of me with Active Liver, and I keep taking care of you. Capiche?
See for yourself why Active Liver is Scandinavia's #1 liver health supplement. You can find Active Liver at CVS and online at Amazon, Target.com, or directly from NewNordicUSA.com. Again, find it in stores at CVS or online at Amazon, Target.com, or NewNordicUSA.com.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up! and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of consumer cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If your Medicare Advantage plan isn't checking all the boxes, we've got great news for you. Hi, I'm Pam Cook. Thanks to your local Primetime Health Plan, achieving a 5-star rating of excellence from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, you can enroll with Primetime now. That's right. You can switch right now. No need to wait for the annual enrollment period. Just give them a call at 330-363-7407 or 1-800-577-5084. TTY users call 711 or visit pthp.com to learn about the variety of plans that are offered. Primetime Health Plan is an HMO POS plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in Primetime Health Plan depends on contract renewal. Every year, Medicare evaluates plans based on a 5-star rating system.
Let's take a look at what's happening right now on the WHPC YouTube. Round and round and roundabout you'll go, just not till 2028. Billy Beebe gives details on the major project to one of Canton's busiest roads. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Kenny, JT, and a Hall of Famer. The guys are joined by Gold Jacket great James Lofton. Just search 1480 WHBC YouTube and be sure to subscribe.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our third day of our Healthcare Week 2024. And we are talking to the folks with the Aultman Health System this morning, having a little bit of technical difficulty. So I hope that we're getting things ironed out on your end. And we have with us now this hour, we have Dr. Stephen O'Lear, who is the medical director, Aultman Cancer Center and Radiation Oncology. The Cancer Center, what a beautiful, beautiful place. I got to tell you, we waited so long for it, and now here it is, bright and shiny. And good morning, sir. Glad to have you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So first of all, tell me about the new building, the Timken Family Cancer Center.
As you said, it's a beautiful place. It was designed with the patient in mind. Easy parking, easy access, all the specialists under one roof. So it's easy to get to be seen and can be seen by multiple people in one visit. It's beautiful. It's got big windows. Every chemotherapy suite is private with views of the garden. Tried to really put the patient first in every decision they made when they built this building.
And I guess, when we say it's beautiful, probably we should also say comforting, because, that's what folks are going there for, something that is being treated and they want to feel comfortable for sure. But, what kind of specialists are treating cancer at Aultman?
There's lots of specialists who treat cancer at Aultman. Obviously it starts with medical oncologists. They're the doctors that give chemotherapy. Myself and my partners give radiation. But then there's a slew of surgeons that take care of our cancer patients: head and neck surgeons, ear, nose, and throat surgeons, even endocrinologists, cardiothoracic surgeons, general surgeons, colorectal surgeons, and even our interventional radiology colleagues. We're all involved as a team to take care of our cancer patients.
One of the things I heard referred to as a tumor board. Explain what that is.
Yeah, so we meet at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, and it's a group of all the specialists involved in that type of cancer care. So as an example, this morning we had a thoracic tumor board. So patients with diseases and cancers in the thorax, so lung cancer, esophageal cancer. So the medical oncologist is there. I was there. The other radiation oncologists were there. Pathologists were there. Radiologists were there. Pulmonologists were there. Cardiothoracic surgeons were there. And we meet, we review the patient's history, we review the patient's imaging, their pathology, and as a team come up with a plan that we think is the absolute best for the patient.
So is that something new, or just something that is, something that's added on, or, tell me a little bit more about how this has come about.
Yeah, I think, a lot of hospitals and cancer centers do tumor boards. A lot of hospitals actually only will do a general tumor board once a week, which means they try and cover all the cancers. We have a breast tumor board every week, where it's just the breast cancer specialist. We have a thoracic tumor board every other week, which, as I mentioned, and we have a general tumor board as well. We have a neuro tumor board for brain tumors, and a head and neck tumor board for the throat and neck cancers. So it's even more specialized here, and we work really hard to individualize treatment plans for everyone.
And what about a cancer navigator? How does a cancer navigator help the patient?
Yeah, we have a team of patient navigators. So these are nurses that worked in cancer care for many years, and now their sole role is to navigate the patients through their cancer care, including their diagnosis, their workup, and then all their treatment. So it's a single point of contact that has a great sense of what's going on for the patient, that they can reach out to and get in touch with very easily. And it helps keep things moving very smoothly for the patient, get their question answered. And I think it really helps to relieve a lot of anxiety too. And these gals are awesome. They're disease specific. So one just does breast cancer. So she's extremely familiar with everything that goes on in each of those patients.
And talk about immunotherapy, because we hear that word all the time, but I don't really think everybody understands what it is.
Sure. It's definitely the hottest trend, and what's advanced us most in cancer care is immunotherapy. And it's, to some degree, what it sounds like is these are drugs that treat specific cancers. And really the goal is to either alert the body's immune system to find the cells, or to rev up the body's immune system to fight the specific type of cancer that we're targeting. These drugs kind of range from oral to IV infusions, but often they tend to not have the real toxic side effects like chemotherapy does. And they've really revolutionized cancer care with regards to how many patients we cure, how well patients do, and quality of life while they're on the therapies too. And it's really taken off on almost every disease site. There's almost no cancer that I could name that doesn't have an immunotherapy drug that's been found to be quite active and beneficial.
WHBC AM Canton, reliable as ever on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
From the News Talk 1480 WHBC newsroom, Cedar Fair, the parent company of Cedar Point Amusement Park, says its merger with Six Flags will close on July 1st. The combined company will have its headquarters in Charlotte, North Carolina, but will maintain significant finance and administrative options in Sandusky. The new company will be valued at roughly $8 billion. It will own 27 amusement parks, 15 water parks, and 9 resorts. The FDA has accused Dollar Tree of selling lead-tainted applesauce even after the product was recalled. Pouches of Wanna Banana applesauce were recalled last October after they were found to contain extremely high levels of lead and chromium. But despite that recall, Dollar Tree stores continued to sell the product, leaving it on shelves for 2 months after that recall was announced. The company says it is taking steps to improve its response to product recalls. Legendary baseball star Willie Mays has died of undisclosed causes. His family announced yesterday he was 93 years old. The 24-time MLB All-Star and 2-time National League MVP is among only 3 players in history to have hit more than 500 home runs and have 300 stolen bases. Mays also holds the record for the most Golden Glove wins with 12. He ranks 6th in all-time homers with 600, and he is 12th in hits with 3,283. Despite the accolades, Mays, who first played for the Birmingham Black Barons in the Negro League before signing with the New York Giants in 1950, was all about the fans, according to his son. He said, "I want to thank you all from the bottom of my broken heart for the unwavering love you showed my dad over the years." The Cleveland Guardians took on the Seattle Mariners last night. They lost 8-5. 2 teams will play again tonight. First pitch is at 7:10 here on WHBC. Kenny and JT broadcast live from Progressive Field starting at 3 this afternoon. I'm Pam Cook.
Your severe weather station, News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. A heat advisory staying with us through Friday. Partly sunny, hot and humid this afternoon. A heavy thunderstorm. That could come with some damaging wind. The high today, 89. Clear tonight, warm and humid, and low at 69. For tomorrow, gusty thunderstorm possible. Could see some small hail. The high, 92. Partly sunny, hot and humid. A thunderstorm or 2 on Friday. The high at 93. I'm Steve Williams for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Would you rather have quality or speed? Get both at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Canton's trusted oil change provider. We'll change your oil in about 15 minutes. We're always quick, but never rushed. Drive in today. No appointment needed.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Purchase a twin tank water softener from Verndale Water Experts and you'll get $250 off, a free reverse osmosis drinking water system, and 0% financing. Call Verndale Water Experts today.
Tap into Verndale's Water Center.
And welcome back. This is, of course, our healthcare week. And today we have our first hour from 10 until 11 talking to the folks with the Aultman Health System. And we're trying to work out the kinks just a little bit here with some of our technical difficulties. I think we've taken care of that, hopefully. And coming up next, I believe that we have Dr. David Turk with Aultman Urology. He should be our next person. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. Good to talk to you. And you can hear me okay? We're in good shape?
Yes, I hear you fine.
All right. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for letting me know. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you came to be at Aultman.
Well, I was in a practice called Southwest Urology in Cleveland for 24 years, and I just decided to make a change for the better. Decided to move to Canton and start a business here, start a practice here.
That's awesome. And so far, so good, I would imagine, right?
It's been excellent. I started on May 1st and been growing leaps and bounds, and really excited about being here. Met some wonderful people. I'm really happy at Aultman Hospital. Everybody's been very, very nice.
So discuss urology. I would imagine that people don't really know how much it encompasses.
So urology is an interesting field. Almost everybody needs a urologist at some point in their lives. Urology is one of the oldest fields ever. Back there's reports of surgeries done by people for the bladder as far as 3,000 years ago. Even the founder of medicine, Hippocrates, he would said in the Hippocratic Oath that he'll leave the cutting of the stone to the expert, which was the urologist, quote unquote. But we essentially treat all diseases of the bladder and kidneys, urinary health, as well as sexual health. We treat cancers and medical diseases of the entire urinary tract.
And I would say that probably would also mean screening for prostate cancer as well.
Absolutely. We offer screening for prostate cancer, and we're very, very technically good in our screening for prostate cancer. I'm a huge believer in PSA screening. I believe that there's a 30% decline in the mortality since the advent of prostate cancer screening. Certainly, if people have a family history of prostate cancer, they should be getting screening annually, starting at age 40. And if you don't have a family history of prostate cancer, then annually, starting at age 50. I think it's a discussion that all men should have with their primary care physician about when to do screening.
Yeah, we've always had the age of when a woman should have a mammogram, and that has fluctuated over the years. But has that always been the age for men to have the screening?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of debate among primary care physicians about the benefits of screening, but we as urologists feel very, very strongly, and we've kept it pretty much at age 40 for those with a family history of prostate cancer. Certainly, there are some people who are high risk who just are curious, and they might check their PSA blood tests even sooner than that. But 40 with a family history, or if you're an African American as well, they're at higher risk of having prostate cancer earlier.
And the prognosis for prostate cancer when you catch it early?
Prognosis is pretty good. We have really good treatment options available for managing the prostate cancer. I'm an expert in doing robotic surgery of the prostate. So
that's pretty awesome. I mean, that's something that came on the scene, and people have often talked about robotic surgery in many different types of medicine. But I would imagine that would be something that people would be very interested in if you said that you were able to do that.
Oh, it's a absolutely fascinating thing. I still pinch myself. I've been doing robotic surgery since 2006, and I've taught urologists throughout the entire country on how to do robotic surgery. And you basically are putting little keyhole incisions in a person's abdomen and sliding instruments inside, and I sit at a computer and operate via a computer inside the patient's abdomen.
Wow. Do you do vasectomies as well?
Yes, vasectomies are a great thing. It's the most certain way of doing sterilization for men. It's the best way to achieve sterility. It's a simple procedure. We do it in the office. Takes 15 minutes. Easy to do. People are in and out, and then they just rest for 48 hours, go about their business, and then we do another check in a few weeks to make sure that they're sterile and they're able to have unprotected intercourse.
And we talk about the men's side. What about the women? Women deal with a lot of issues when it comes to urology as well, correct?
Absolutely. We do see women in our practice just as much as men, and we have an excellent new urologist who's Dr. Melanie Kreitz. She's fantastic in doing female surgeries. One of the big things for women is stress incontinence. Women have a lot of issues with leakage when they cough, sneeze, do activities, sometimes having to rush to the bathroom. And we have treatments, both surgical as well as non-surgical treatments that we can do to help correct those things. Also dealing with issues such as bladder prolapse or rectal prolapse or even vaginal prolapse. We can get that repaired and fixed very easily. So yeah, we have a good thriving program here at Aultman Urology.
Do you think is that what sets you apart from others? I mean, or are there other things that you'd like to mention?
What sets us apart from others is really, I think Aultman Urology is, I like to say it's medical care with a smile. We just we're all about the patients. We're all about putting the human perspective into things, showing patients that we care. I think from the moment a person walks in through the door, they're greeted with a smile, they're treated respectfully, and the patients become our friends. And they're not only our friends, but they stay with us for a long term.
And it's interesting because I would say that your practice, the practice of urology, is one of those ones that it's extremely important to them for their lifestyle and for everything, but it's also one that people can be embarrassed by and have a hard time maybe approaching making an appointment and that kind of thing.
It's very challenging. People are very embarrassed. A lot of people don't go to doctors just because of their weight alone. They're just afraid that they're going to step on a scale and be embarrassed about their weight, not let alone to be talking about their sexual problems or their urinary problems. People are extremely embarrassed about having to have leakage issues, but we try to make people as comfortable as possible so that they feel really good about coming here and getting their problem fixed. And it's discreet. It's a nice discreet way of getting it treated.
Well, I'm glad you came on today with us and had a chance to let people know about that, because I think, again, it's a really, really important thing to people to be able to hear you say that and, maybe exhale just a bit and make that appointment if that's something that they need to do. But again, thank you so much, Dr. Turk, for stopping by, and we appreciate it today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take a break, our final break this hour, and we will be back with more from the Aultman Health System on Health Week here on 1480 WHBC.
The very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more for your community and for your family. Aultman is always here for you.
If you've got unneeded furniture, appliances, home decor, or building materials, Habitat Restore in Canton can help. With free donation pickup, you'll clear out space while saving time and effort. And every donated item helps local families build homes with Habitat for Humanity. It's easy to schedule your free donation
All right, we are back, and it is our final segment for our Wednesday edition of Health Week, and we are at Aultman Health Systems, and I am very excited and happy to welcome in this gentleman, AllCare's Primetime Health Plan, the Sales and Client Retention Strategist, Mike Novelli. Good morning, Mike. I believe Mike's there. I hope he's there. Maybe not. All right, we'll have to see. Mike Novelli, who I have spoken to just many, many times, have had the chance to talk to him about AllCare's Primetime Health Plan, which actually you probably have heard me talk about many, many times on the radio. But has so much experience with that, 30 years of experience, as a matter of fact, in marketing and health plan administration. And he's really been with AllCare for quite a long time and has held various positions. Currently serves as the Sales and Client Retention Strategist of AllCare's Medicare Advantage and Marketplace plans that are offered through the federally facilitated marketplace. And he's a frequent speaker to employers and community organizers about healthcare reform. And he also serves as the president of the board of nonprofit Access Health Stark County. And it's interesting because he basically taught me all of the things that are offered when it comes to Medicare, the services that they cover, and also, of course, the Medicare benefits, and as it's required, the enhancements to Medicare. I'm not sure if Mike is standing by to come on with us this morning. There he is.
Good morning, Pam.
How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I gave your whole resume there. How's that sound?
Well, you couldn't hear me, but I heard you, so thank you.
Okay, gotcha. So we have that all covered. And like I said, you were the person that taught me just about everything, because we've spent many an interview talking about this. So let's discuss it. Primetime Health Plan. What kinds of things, when it comes to Medicare, does it cover?
Okay, well, with Medicare, once you become 65 or take Medicare after you quit working for your employer, you usually get Medicare's Part A and B, and you sign up for those. And A covers hospital expenses, and B covers doctors and everything else. But if you only have Medicare Parts A and B, you're subject to some large co-pays if you don't have any way to protect yourself for those out-of-pockets. For instance, if you go in the hospital and you only have Medicare, each hospital confinement, there's a $1,632 deductible that you would have to pay. And on the doctor's side, this year in 2024, because it changes every year, you have a $240 deductible, and you pay 20% of the rest of the cost of that visit after the $240 deductible. And unlike most employer health plans, there are no out-of-pocket maximums on Medicare. So people are faced with a decision on how to protect themselves financially while still getting the medical care that they need. And you basically have two choices. You can buy a Medicare supplement and a Part D, as in dog, plan for drugs, or you can buy a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage. Now, the difference is this: when you pay a premium on Medicare supplements, usually you don't get too many bills. If you buy a Plan G, which is the most popular Medicare supplement, you simply pay your $240 deductible every year, plus your monthly premium. Now, the bad thing about a Medicare supplement, as you age, the price goes up. When you first turn 65, it's usually around $140. But when you get to be 70 or 75, it can go up a lot. And suddenly you might want to look at a Medicare Advantage plan like Primetime Health Plan's Medicare Advantage plan.
Do people tell you how this is so confusing? Yeah, I bet they say it to you all the time. Help me.
Yeah. Well, it's job security, Pam. If it was easy, they wouldn't need me.
That's right.
So,
You're exactly right.
so let me talk about Medicare Advantage. The difference in Medicare Advantage from Medicare Supplement is I call it more of a pay-as-you-go plan. For instance, we have a zero premium plan that doesn't cost you anything, but if you go to the doctor, if you are in the hospital, you have co-pays. Because you're not paying a premium, you have to pay a little bit on your own. Now, the federal government gives us a subsidy for people who join our Medicare Advantage plan to help assist, because a lot of times people will ask me, for zero premium, how do you make any money? Well, we do get a stipend from the federal government monthly from every person that joins a Medicare Advantage plan. So in combination with what the government gives us and sometimes premiums that apply and the co-pays that we charge, that's how we make it as a Medicare Advantage plan.
Okay. Yeah, and at what age do people start doing this?
Well, when you turn 65, you should apply for Medicare Parts A and B from the federal government, and then you'll get your Medicare card, the red, white, and blue card. However, many people continue to work past age 65 now, and they stay covered under their employer health plan. If they stay covered under their employer health plan, they don't necessarily need to sign up for Medicare. Although, again, nothing is easy. If you start collecting Social Security, even though you're still working, you will automatically be enrolled in Medicare Part A because it's free for everyone who has worked at least 40 quarters in their life and paid into Social Security and Medicare.
Okay. Now, I do the commercials for AllCare's Primetime Health Plan, and I've heard many, many times 5-star. Tell people what that means and why it's important.
Oh, great question. Thank you, Pam, for asking that. Well, a 5-star plan is something that the federal government, CMS, awards every year in our country to Medicare Advantage plans. Medicare Advantage plans have to submit data every year about member satisfaction and member health. In 2024, only 6% of Medicare plans across the country, 31 out of 545, receive the designation of a 5-star plan. Now, why is that important? Most seniors know that they can change their plan during open enrollment, which runs every year from October 15th to December 7th. But if you need to change your plan during the year, the only way you can do it is through a 5-star election with a 5-star plan. So it's important in our community. I'll give you an example. Aultman Hospital and a major carrier for Medicare have not agreed to a contract beginning July 1. So many people that want to continue to come to Aultman Hospital are faced with not being able to come there, except for the fact that Primetime has a 5-star election. So those folks can actually come to Primetime, leave their current carrier, and still continue to go to Aultman Hospital.
Ah, that's very important.
Yes.
All right, tell folks how they can get a hold of you. I know people have a lot more questions and would probably love to chat with you or someone that could help them through this.
Sure, Pam. Glad to give that to you. They can call our phone number 330-363-7407. Ask for the sales department if they have questions. They can look on our website at www.pthp.com. We do webinars on our website, so if people don't want to come into our office and learn about Primetime, they can see those webinars scheduled on our website. And we also do meetings out in the community, which are typically posted on social media. So we have many channels which people can come and find out about Primetime.
All right, Mike, it was so good to see you again. And I know that we will talk soon. I appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you so much, Pam. Have a good day.
All right, you too. All right, stay tuned. We have the news coming up next. And then, of course, we will continue with our healthcare week. We are a Jackson family practice, and we're going to be talking about a brand new, exciting program that you are not going to want to miss. Stay tuned.